Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, my name is Marla. It's nice to see you. Nice to meet you if we haven't met before. This is my practice space, the space that I teach out of online during this pandemic time. And I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being with me. I want to teach today a Zapchen practice called getting up and lying down. And it might sound familiar to you because we get up and lie down and naturally as bodies, as human bodies. And it's a primary, an essential Zapchen practice, getting up and lying down. Essential because it's one of the things we do inherently as bodies to self-regulate, to feel our own aliveness, to pump our fluids in our bodies. And it's one of my favorite practices for a few reasons, in part because it does bring me back to my pulsation, back into my body on a very macro and whole body level pretty immediately. And it helps me feel strong in my bodily self. So I love this exercise, and I love that it's so simple and so universal. A couple of notes before we try some getting up and lying down together. If you're not comfortable or if you're unable to make your way all the way to the floor at this time, a modification of this practice that is just as effective is getting up and sitting down and getting up and sitting down. So if you can't get up off of the floor or get down to the floor safely, please instead do the modification of getting up and sitting down. If you can get up and lie down safely, by all means, we'll do that together. And a few notes, I'll be switching to my webcam so you can see me standing up and lying down. Just to note that when I am lying down, you probably won't be able to see me fully, and that's just fine. When I am lying down, I'm not doing anything special. I'm either lying down on my belly or lying down on my back. And it doesn't matter, whichever one you prefer in the moment, just play with it and try both. We'll be doing several rounds of getting up and lying down or getting up and sitting down. The other thing is, I will say is, I will probably be making some noise when I'm in the lying down position. And feel free to vocalize to noises of relief or relaxation or whatever you as body naturally want to do when you lie down. Are you ready? We'll do probably half a dozen rounds of this together, and then we'll pause and I'll tell you a little bit about the exercise and the benefits that it brings to us by doing it. So I'm going to switch over to my webcam, which will just take me about 10 or 15 seconds. And while I'm doing that, make your way to standing up. See you in a minute. So I'll be moving my chair out of the way. And moving myself to standing. Hi again. This is me standing up. And I'm going to make my way to lying down. And as I get ready to get up, I turn on my side. I put both palms on the floor and I push myself up. That's my safe way of getting up. You might have your own, and please feel free to do it your way, whichever way feels safe. And now that I'm up, I'm going to lie back down. This time I'm going to lie down on my back. And I'm going to flip over to my side, put my palms on the floor and push myself up. And I'm going to lie back down. Do, 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 do. And turn over to my side, put my palms on the floor, and stand up. And we're gonna do another 3 rounds of that, lying down and getting up. So do that 3, 4 more times in Euro pacing. I'm gonna do that too. Lie down. Turning over to my side and safely getting up. Oh. And I'm going to do one more time. Lying down. And getting up. Feel free to continue on your own and pause the video. I'm going to make my way back to seated. So just take a moment. Close your eyes if you like, or you can have eyes open. Just take a moment and let yourself settle and notice physical sensation in your body. Just as an observer, noticing the sensations, even if you can't describe them. It's not about getting the right words, it's about noticing what's happening inside. And let yourself relax into the sensations, especially if you're noticing any pleasurable sensations. I'm noticing my heart doing its work, and also I'm noticing a lot of presence in my legs and my hips, and I'm also noticing like a widening of space inside my body. And I'm letting that sense of widening of space, because I find that pleasurable. I'm relaxing into it. Just letting go into that widening space. So I just share that with you just so as an example, and you have your own experience, and let me know. Send me an email, drop me a text. You can link there from my website, from the contacts page. Let me know what you experienced. I'm very curious and wish we were in person or live online so I could hear how that was for you. What I will tell you is, getting up and lying down, what we're doing, we are doing those motions in a rhythmic fashion. And so when we do that, we pulse, we return to our pulsation, because we pulse ourselves on a whole body level, because our entire body is very, in big macro motion ways involved in the pulsation. And so when we pulse ourselves in that macro way, we really re-invite ourselves to experience ourselves as pulsation, to experience our essential sensation of aliveness, which is pulsation. And that can have that very enlivening effect, but also calming effect. We're also pumping our fluids throughout our whole body, throughout our organs, our bones, our cells, our marrow, our skin, everything, our lymph. We're pumping our fluids through all of these places, these cavities inside of us, plus also we're pumping our fluids themselves, all of our fluids, our interstitial fluid, our cerebrospinal fluid, our blood, our lymph. All of these things are moving through us. It's like giving ourselves an internal car wash. And this fluid movement brings in new neurochemistry, the neurochemicals that support our nervous system function, our hormonal function, our emotional function. All of these neurochemicals get refreshed inside of us. And this refreshing can often bring a sense of clarity and vitality. Another special power of the getting up and lying down exercise strengthens us because we're using our legs, our arms, our back. We strengthen our muscles, our bones, our connective tissue. And we also have this bodily experience of our own physical bodily strength, which is really, really affirming and empowering. So for all of these reasons, I love getting up and lying down. I hope you'll write in and tell me, or call me, or text me and tell me why you enjoyed it or why you didn't enjoy it and what happened for you. And know that this practice that is Zapchen, and this, we've taken basically this very elemental foundational thing that we do as human beings, and we've made a rhythmic exercise out of it. And that rhythmicity is really important in Zapchen for us returning to our inherent pulsation and experiencing ourselves as an embodied being, an embodied physical presence, and as a present body. So thank you for joining me, and I wish you well, and I hope to see you next time. All the best.